Hi everyone, this is a timeless pick-a-card reading on what you are manifesting into your life right now and what is leaving your life right now. I am Cheryl Harnish. Welcome to my channel. I am the author of the Path of the Soul, Divine Guidance, and Return of Spirit deck. And all the information on the decks and where to reach me for a reading is all right below the video in the video description. The timestamps are in the comment section, and it's the very first comment. It's pinned there, okay? So, what are you manifesting into your life and what is leaving? What we're going to do is kind of a two-tier reading, and I find that these work really well because they're much more personal to you. So, the first row, this top row, is going to be your initial pick. So we have our three no see, no hear, no speak Buddhas. So this is going to be option number 1, option number 2, and option number 3. Then you're going to add either option A or option B, okay? And as I always say, you choose your cards whatever way resonates for you. If you want more than 2 card choices, then you go ahead and do that, my love, because this is all about you and your intuition will guide you to the right thing for you, okay? So pause the video if you need to, take a few breaths and really settle yourself before you make your choice. And while you're doing that, I'm going to get us started with the reading. Hi, group number 1. How are you? Okay, here's our little reading mascot, our no speak Buddha. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so we have hidden treasures, which is a nice, okay. And we have joyous, which is a really fantastic card to have if we're talking about manifesting new things into our life, what's coming. Joyous is a good card to have. We have advancements. Okay. And on target. So I'm grinning because, you know, so far with the cards that we have out here, it looks to me like you guys are shifting into kind of like a new phase sort of thing. So I would have to say, for those of you who maybe have, you know, it's been a little bit difficult or struggle, or you've been really working at it in life over the last little bit, it feels to me like you're gonna, you know, reap some of the rewards of that, especially with that advancements card being there. Now I want to get a better idea, a little more clarity, and I'm going to take one extra just to be sure. Let's see what else we have. Assistance. So that's always great to have coming in. Intuition. This card loves to come out in the readings. And vibrational. Okay. So I feel with this vibrational card, because this does, like, this center is representing you, and all, like you can see, it literally is this vibration coming out into the world. And so this is a lot about really realizing the impact of your energy, of who you are out here in the world. But, you know, with the flavor of the cards that are here, it feels to me it's even more so about you really getting that you make a difference, you have an effect. Because a lot of the times we can be asleep or unaware of really who we are. You know, we can see everyone else and their good qualities, and we kind of fall short when it comes to ourselves. And that vibrational card is talking about that. But one of the other aspects with the vibrational card, is it has this leadership flavor to it, because it's really about stepping into your own. So it feels like that is what's coming in, this, you know, new energy, feeling good, this is the joyous card, and it's all these pinks and greens. And pinks and greens are the colors, 2 colors that represent the heart chakra. So this is a time where it feels, from what these cards are showing me, that, you're not as much in your head. Life isn't consuming you with trying to figure it out or work your way through it. That you're coming into manifesting this period where you can be a little more at ease and a little more at rest and really feeling the things in your life that are bringing you joy. And, just kind of waking up each day feeling good, which is what all of us want. Now, I find this card is very intriguing because with the Hidden Treasures card, okay, so we have spirals in here. There's lots of little ones actually hiding out. And Hidden Treasures is literally about beginning to unmask or unveil those things that are within you, your gifts, your talents, your strengths. And because this has such a high vibe, I was going to say, this card reading has such a high vibration to it, this upswing that it feels. It's when we're feeling good that we get to see more of ourselves, the good aspects of ourselves as well, because we're in that positive perception kind of place. Now, I do have to say, the intuition card has come out. So again, it's hard to see on video, but there are these 2 spirals working here, right? Spiraling out from each other. And that's with the Hidden Treasures card. I feel like for many of you who, are serious about really developing your intuition, understanding your intuition, and making a connection that you feel grounded and centered and solid in, it feels to me like you get a little bit bigger view of, how in tuned you really are. But it also feels, because we have the Advancements card and the On Target card, I have to say that this is, you're getting all the positive cards. And, with the On Target card, it feels to me like whatever you've been working at manifesting, even if it's not like a conscious thought, oh, I want to manifest and I'm consciously doing these steps to manifest it, that even if you've been just, desiring and putting focus, time, and energy onto the things that you want to bring into your life, that the On Target card is telling you that, what it is that you're desiring, what it is that you're working toward, or consciously manifesting into your life is really what because this looks like you're looking through the sight of a scope or a gun scope. That's what it reminds me of. But, where it's pointing to, the target is this, incredible rainbow. So it, joyous card, vibrational, Hidden Treasures coming out, On Target. You get the picture here? This is an amazing reading, I have to say. I'm kind of stumbling on my words. The other card that we have here is the Advancements card. So what that's saying is what you've been working on bringing into your life and what you've been working on removing in your life, because that is just as important. The Advancements card is saying that these things are moving you forward on your path, helping you to feel like, you've got some success going in your life, that you're making a difference in your own personal goals and accomplishments. And with the advancement cards, I have to say, I get this feeling, there's that change feeling coming here. So I feel like for many of you, it's either job, moving, or something around those two areas. And it will be different because this is a group reading, but there's some sort of change or shift happening in one or both of those areas that really make you feel like you've got it. You're in that flow of where you want to be. Now, the other card that we have sitting here is the assistance card. And I'm getting two messages with this card because I feel like that is it's speaking of those helper souls who just enter our lives at the right time. And I feel like for many of you, that is the situation that's actually going to happen. You'll find that it could be new people, and it could be, old friends, acquaintances, whatever, who just kind of make a reappearance in your life. And, in whatever way they help you or assist you, because it can be mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. I feel like there's help coming in here in some area to really help you get in aim of what it is you want to do and accomplish. Now, there is more to this reading with our group A or B choice, okay? And that's just going to solidify everything here for you and kind of wrap it up and really make the picture more clear as to what areas of life this is moving to, or what exactly it is that they're talking about. So I'll see you there with your choice A or choice B. Hi, group 2, how are you? Okay, let's put our little reading mascot there. Let's see what we have. Okay, so we have Royal Order, and this card is a lot about physical health, self-care, self-love, that sort of thing. We have Rebirth, which is a little difficult to see with the lighting. We have Divine Guidance, and just to point out, that's master number 44 here. And Receiving. Okay. Receiving. Now, with what I see going on here, because that Royal Order card is, in essence, it's a healing card, because it's talking about physical health, but it's also talking about that mental state of being in that place where your needs matter, where taking care of yourself matters. So it's that kind of like body-mind connection sort of happening in a way that is maybe healthier than what it's been for you up to this point. But as I always say, where there's spirals, there's growth and expansion. And this is a master number 44, and it's the cover of the Divine Guidance deck, this spiral. And it's hard to see in the video, but each single little light is a copy of this whole big fractal. That's how fractals work. They're self-similar. And with that Divine Guidance card, it feels like there's more of a spiritual connection or a heart opening or grounding happening here. Now, I just want to get us out a couple cards, a few more, and we are just going to get some clarifiers on this. And okay, there, and I'm taking this top one. So let's see what else we have. We have Fearless. Nice. Okay. Voice. You're gonna like this one, you guys. And the Love card. Aww. So that goes so much along the lines of what I was saying with this Royal Order card, which is about coming into that place of self-love. And it feels to me like, because this card reading is about what you are manifesting into your life, what's coming in and what's leaving. I feel like they are talking about coming to that place where you are feeling loved and appreciated. And that is coming not just from this Royal Order card, but also because we have the Rebirth card. And I know it's hard to see, these reds are hard to see, but there's a fetus-like shape with this glowing golden light umbilical cord inside of this womb. And so I feel like for many of you guys, this is talking about the coming out period, coming out of that seclusion, coming out of that hiding away from the world. You know, with this womb, it's very representative of having built up some walls that we need to sometimes build up these walls to protect our heart, to give us space to do our healing. And it feels to me like you guys are like at the other end of this rebirth period. I don't feel like this card is talking in this particular reading is talking about you going into seclusion. I feel like it's more of a coming out. You know, I have that Diana Ross song in my head, coming out. Now, the reason I'm saying you're coming out is also because we have divine guidance, which is that spiral growth and expansion. But we also have the receiving card here. And so I want to talk about that for a second, because when we have retreated or retracted from life and from people, and we're kind of in our own space, what happens is that, not intentionally, but energetically, like mentally, emotionally, energetically, we kind of slow what's coming into our world. And it can often prevent some good things from coming in because we're trying to protect ourselves from the bad things, right? And that's why with that receiving card, I get this feeling that you guys are in this coming out period. But I also feel like it's talking about receiving that love that you need, and receiving the just emotional support, like some ease in here. And it feels like it really balances with this mindset or understanding that's coming in of, I need to take care of me first. I am primary. I am most important. So what am I eating? Am I eating foods that are self-loving? Like, do I feel good when I eat them? Doesn't matter what it is. If you love hamburgers and you feel great when you eat hamburgers, then eat hamburgers, right? But it's doing it with being conscious of what you're doing. And that whole, like, coming from that place, it feels like it's shifting the people around you, outside of you, so that as you do this gradual coming out, there's a lot of love here to greet you. And the change is you being open, allowing, and feeling safe enough to receive that and to receive all the good. Now, with this fearless card, yes, in one way, I do get that, this is talking about you fearlessly stepping out and stepping forward and allowing yourself to be heard, because that voice card, these are like two vocal cords. And this is about being fearless, about allowing yourself to be heard, to have your expression, and to contribute and join in some way. The other thing, though, with the fearless card, is that it's talking about, moving to a place where you're releasing old fears. It's not just about acting fearless. So I feel like it's a twofold with this. They're talking about, the changes or what you're letting go of in your life for the new to come in, is that fear mindset. Well, what if I'm not good enough? And what if I try to do this and this doesn't work? And all those thoughts that we have that are really fear-based, which is fed from the ego, that this is much more of a heart-centered space that you're coming into. And through that, you're really letting go of your fears. The other quick thing I do want to say about this is that love card, that center represents you as a soul, and it represents the world. So in another way, this is also talking about you really beginning to feel over the next few weeks that you do belong here, that you do have a purpose, and that your light is needed in the world. You see that big glowing heart here surrounding the world, right? And it's really about feeling more like you're fitting in now. Now there's more to this reading. This is just the first part. So now you need to choose A or B, and that's going to just clarify even more for you what this is talking about and maybe some other things that are happening in your life. So hit the like and move forward to A or B, and I'll see you right there. Hi, group 3. How are you? Okay. What are you manifesting in and what is leaving? Wisdom guide. Now that is wisdom coming in, not you losing your wits. Although life can feel that way sometimes. This is definitely about new wisdom, new information, new knowledge, reflections. Now, I quite like that card because of the depth of meaning with it. We'll stick that over here for now. Okay. And we have Red Native. And Red Native is about your spiritual path, or like walking the red road, which means really honoring the path that you feel is the truth for you, and the truth in the world, spiritually and physically. And the other card, okay, so we have Bull Guide. Now, Bull Guide is about boundaries, all about boundaries and standing up for yourself. And it doesn't necessarily mean that conflict is coming in. I'm going to get a few more cards here to see really what they're talking about with this. Sometimes it can mean, that we're confronted with a situation that, challenges us to step into our power and really own what is true for us, own our truth, and own our space and our life, as in, this is how I want my life to be, this is how I want my life to look, and this is how I expect to be treated in the world, because I deserve to be treated well. And it really is about creating these boundaries of not allowing people to act in any way inside your periphery that you do not agree to, right? But let's just get a little more clarification here. I'm going to take that one, no. Okay. Whew, I love that. Okay. So we have the up card, which again, with that up card, that's talking about things looking up, things moving up, simplicity. So, I have to say, as soon as I saw that card, the thing that came to mind is what this Bull Guide card is talking about is that sense of power, empowerment, and boundaries, and simplifying your life in some way. As in, there could be some people clearing or situation clearing, that you're involved in particular situations that you don't want to be involved in. You're kind of being sucked in, and this is about you creating boundaries and going, no, that's not for me. Or the other way that this can play out is really looking at the base principles of setting boundaries, stepping into your power, kind of detaching from codependent or over nurturing tendencies to just, simplify your life a little bit. It removes the complication in some way. Oh, beaut. That's pretty amazing. Okay. So we have the knowledge card here, and from the divine guidance deck, we have the wisdom guide. Knowledge and wisdom in the same reading. So it feels to me like you guys are gaining insights here. And not just because of those two cards, but because we have the reflections card. And this looks like, it's like the wall inside of you, that represents your mind. And this is being reflected on this water, and it's pouring out. And this is about doing a mental inner retreat. So it's not that you physically disengage from the world, because the bull guide card is not talking about disengaging. It's talking about engaging. But with the reflections card, it's talking about, maybe taking one step back to really begin to assess things and to go within and go, okay, how are these situations manifesting in my life? How are they being recreated time after time with new characters, same story, different play, right? And it's really about looking within you to see what is living in here that's creating this out here. But along with that, I feel like it's really about going within and clarifying and deciding what is important to you in your life and what is not important to you in your life. Because I'm just going to say, it feels like this is coming out of this reading is talking about moving out from some heavier situations, or maybe a little bit chaotic or hectic kind of a feeling to it, and talking about it moving to this place where you really look within and do some hard assessments of yourself and your life and really start to get clear. And with that comes that knowledge and wisdom, right, of what really is good for you, what isn't, that sort of thing. However, this is also these events, like what's coming in is more of this. Now with this red native card, again, the reds really don't show up well on video, but these two little mirrored symbols here, they remind me of the totem poles, and that's why it's called red native. And it's really about, first, it's all red. So it's really about getting grounded within yourself in situations. And it feels like that's coming in. And a lot more focus on what the red road looks like for you. Really building up a stable, solid foundation of like spiritual practice or connection, whether that's intuitive connection. With the wisdom guide card, it's talking about taking classes, workshops, even like really doing a lot more research online, and whether that's you're researching spiritual topics or, even like watching a lot of YouTube to help you deal with interpersonal relationships, right? And with that knowledge card, now I love this one because there's the outline of this person, and there's this incredible crown chakra that's open wide, and this energy is pouring in from the crown and out through this person. So it's a lot like really getting this spiritual zap, so to speak. That can also represent intuitive information, like your intuition opening up more, but it feels like really gaining spiritual knowledge with both both these guys in here and you doing the steps that you need to advance yourself. So I would not be surprised if many of you end up taking some classes or courses or doing some type of self-teaching, through research online and that sort of thing. There's a lot of expansion and growth for you guys right now. I really do have to say. Now, this is only one part of your reading because they're pointing to even more. We just have to find out what that is and what else is happening for you. So this is when you choose either A or B. Hit the like, subscribe, and meet me over there for the second half of your reading. Okay, Group A. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. Oh, wow. Shenrizi. Shenrizi is actually a card about manifesting, which is kind of funny that it comes out in the video about what are you manifesting and bringing. Nice. And this is empowerment. So we are going to grab out one more card and see, that's the one. Oh my goodness. So I always put these cards that I draw from the Return of Spirit deck back into the deck each reading that I do. And so this came out in one of the other readings for the groups 1, 2, 3. So some of you will have gotten this card twice, which is like this double whammy. Spirit is really trying to get something through to you. Now, with that manifesting card here, Shenrizi, within all this massive amount of energy that's around him, you can almost see this Buddhist deity with his big ears here. And Shenrizi is like a crazy wild energy, but a lot of what he's talking about is that what you're wanting to manifest is already here. It's already moving in. But I feel like with this one, because we have the empowerment card, it feels like you guys are really upping your game. You really are taking control of your life and going, you know what? I've had enough of being a victim of this, and this. I am the one who's in control. This is my life. I'm going to claim it. I'm going to own it. And I'm going to decide what it is that I want to manifest in my life. I'm really getting serious about what the components are that help us to create the things that we want in our life versus doing the things that create the things we do not want in our lives. Instead of feeding our energy, mind, thoughts, attention into the things we do not want, this is your time of empowerment and really claiming what you want and bringing that in. And I feel like that they are talking about this coming in for you in a really big way. Now, that knowledge card is there. So I feel like for some of you, they are actually talking about really, stepping beyond just the secret, right? Because the secret is like a droplet of water in the ocean of how manifestation really works, okay? And so I feel like for some of you, they're talking about you guys really diving into learning how to really manifest. And I'm going to say Neville Goddard. The other thing with this card though, with the knowledge card coming up, especially if you have gotten it twice, there is, because for those of you who haven't received it twice in this video, this is the outline of a person with this massive crown chakra, and this energy is coming through the crown and out the person. So on a spiritual basis, a lot of this you can consider it almost like channeling or an intuitive opening, which is receiving information, knowledge, communication, understanding from spirit. But now it comes out through this person. And so there's something about you guys really opening up here and conveying or bringing through something out here in the world. And that could be just, really coming into your own sense and, you know, talking more with friends, helping friends more, or deciding that you really want to take on that teacher role, that leadership role, that sort of thing. And for those of you who don't have that calling in your heart, this is about you guys getting the classes, courses, teachings, self-teachings by research online, however that looks for you, on really how to become empowered, how to really step into your own truth, and how to manifest. Okay, so as always, this was a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, which is much more detailed and specific to you, all my information is down below in the video description. And please do hit the like and share the video with friends and subscribe. I have videos coming up all the time. And I wish you guys much love, and I will see you again very soon. Take care. Hi, Group B. Okay, now what's the other half of your reading here? Revelations. Ooh. Now, revelations is like coming to these big epiphanies, these big understandings. I just said this yesterday in a reading, actually. It's like having one of these Oprah aha moments, like, aha, finally, I get it. It's that kind of an energy. And when you look closely at this card, it looks like this beautiful flower has just opened right up. And that is the energy that's happening here with this revelations. It feels like a big opening energetically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, which is huge. Oh, nice. I love this card. It hasn't come out in a long time. This is called Happiness. And can you see this big smile in here? Now, I wish I could hold it close enough. I hope it shows in video, but from all around this, there's these beautiful little golden ripples rippling out. And so, you know, this big aha, insight, epiphany moment, and the happiness card, which is like, you know, a greater understanding into your own happiness and what will truly make you happy. But also this is like talking about that coming in, this energy coming in. But with the happiness card, what this is also talking about, because this energy literally ripples out from it, is you being one of those, in one of those places or states where your energy like uplifts and shifts other people's energy. So it's almost like, you know how one person, if they start really laughing so hard that even though you don't want to laugh, you can't help but laugh because it's so ridiculous how they're involved in that. Joy is contagious. And it's kind of like that sort of a feeling that your smile and your energy and just the goodness of you is like giving off these vibes. That's what's coming in here. But because that is all energy, that's also a two-way street. This is like getting that energy being fed to you as well. Now, we need to get one more card out as our final message, clarifier kind of thing. And we are going to go with, there, okay. So we'll go with this one. Commitment. Okay. So as I often say with this one, all this energy is coming together into the center and tying into this bow. And it's almost like that infinity symbol. Now, depending on which reading you received before this, 1, 2, or 3, for some of you, this is talking about some sort of commitment coming in from a romantic partner, that sort of thing. This is also talking about your own commitment to yourself, but with this and to your spiritual path. So commitment to yourself is like committing to changing your diet or committing to not just making a New Year's resolution kind of thing, but like going, you know what? Damn it. Yes, I'm going to do this. And really like heart and soul being involved and taking it on, truly involving yourself with that. So that could be your personal growth, your spiritual path, your diet. I mean, there's so many areas. But the thing is, with this Revelations card, this talks about change. Change is coming up in your reality, in your environment. And that can be with work. It can be with starting classes, starting a new job. This can also be moving, either having a relationship partner move in with you or moving to a place that is just more congruent with you energetically. You know, where we live, the space that we reside is extremely important, right? Because that's your home base, your center. And it can be talking about you making the moves that you need in order to bring yourself that joy and peace of mind. And, you know, I just need to say that of these two, I really enjoyed this one the most because it has this energy of this happiness running through your commitment, your relationships, your commitment to yourself, and through these changes that are coming up for you. So lots of amazing things happening, you guys. You're going to have a busy few weeks. Lots happening. Okay. Now, this is a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, which is much more detailed to you, all my information is right below the video in the video description. And please do like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe. I'm always putting out new videos, and I want to wish you guys much love, and I will see you again soon.